mobs. Also, you didn't see that. Actually, I need to delete that. That was, oh, that was a comm I did for Soul. But, like, yeah, I'm just gonna delete it from the VOD. So, oops, sorry, Soul. I probably should have deleted before I started this. Anyway. The Great Flamingo War of 3057 will now commence.
Bravo Cadet reports 4 summoners on site. Bandits are hostile. Repeat, bandits are hostile. HQ, this is Alpha Assault. I'm on my way, bearing 025.
ETA 34 seconds.
Alpha Assault, this is Bravo Cadet. I've got bandits all over me. Get down here. Sit tight, Bravo 3. I've got visual. I've got evacuators out. Targeting systems damaged. I'm in bad shape.
Enemy detected.
I need 2 of them. Be on the line. Roger, I've got them.
Targeting.
It's got a lock on me. It's got a lock on me.
Targeting. Warning. Ammunition level critical. Weapon depleted.
Alpha Assault, this is HQ. What is your situation? Alpha Assault, this is HQ. What is your situation? Please comply.
And this is MechWarrior 2. This is a game that I grew up on. This is one of the games that got me into like combat simulation type stuffs. And we played MechWarrior 3 before, so you know. I already did a very brief primer on the deep lore of BattleTech. So MechWarrior 2 takes place in 3057. So the context is, so the clans invaded the Inner Sphere. The clans are like they're like the clans were like the Star League from that exile in exile that left Inner Sphere to be consumed by wars, and then they came back and they tried to invade the Inner Sphere to reestablish the Star League and unify it, but in 3052 they were forced to agree to like a 15-year truce / ceasefire after the Battle of Tukeyade. And Clan Wolf was the one who negotiated these terms. The terms that, and these terms, and the reason those wars taking place is because the Jade Falcons accused the Wolves of conspiring against the clans. So as a result, the Clan Jade Falcon and Clan Wolf were at war. And I'd rather not go into much more detail than that because it requires going to like the deep BattleTech, even deeper BattleTech lore, which is probably already covered in the game. So this is not the This is not the 3D effects version that I showed last time. This is just going to be the plain DOS version. This is the one that. By the way, let me know if my voice is too loud or anything like that. This is the one that the OG. This is the one that I grew up playing. I never got to play the 3D effects version until way later. So let's in the way. So we can choose to play as Clan Jade Falcon, who are with very obviously the bad guys in this scenario, and Clan Wolf. Or we can go into a trial of grievance, which is instant action. And I'm not going to ask, also, tell me if you see that flickering. I'm not going to ask you which faction to pick, because we're gonna... we want to do Clan Jade Falcon first and Clan Wolf. Because they have completely different campaigns. And the Jade Falcon one is... Jade Falcon missions are easier. Clan Wolf missions are actually harder. I have no preference since you don't really know much. But that's fine. We'll just start with Clan Jade Falcon.
We are Jade Falcon, great among the clans. We are warriors who fight with the strength of the falcon's claw and ascend to the heavens on the wings of the same. We remember with the clarity of falcon's sight the words of Kerensky. Through the smoke of time he speaks to us, his chosen, and urges us onward with the promise of evil. We will retake what is ours by right, that shining jewel terror. Not the vastness of space, nor the wolf's obstinate howl will stay us from our righteous goal. We are crusaders and will trample all who stand in our way.
Register Simcoe identity.
So, unlike MechWarrior 3, we are not playing as an Inner Sphere. We're not playing a soldier for the Inner Sphere. We're playing as one of the clans. We're playing as a MechWarrior for one of the clans. And as you can see, the clans have a very different mentality from the Inner Sphere, where the Inner Sphere is... Oh jeez, I still see that flickering. Let me know if you see any weird flickering on the stream, or if it's just my imagination. But anyway, as I was saying, so the Inner Sphere is closer to what you expect, like traditional military, like using traditional military tactics, except with battle mechs. With mecha. But the clans are like a warrior race. So they are basically tribal, and they have like a tribal structure, and they bet everything on honor rather than pragmatism. So uh-oh. Is my connection crapping up? It is. We're back. Let me know how much delay there is, and it looks like I'm not dropping frames anymore for the time being. So anyway, for anyone new tuning in, this is MechWarrior 2. This is a game I grew up playing. This is my childhood. This is also considered one of the best PC games for its time. Eva wasn't very accurate to the table to the BattleTech rules. It's still very fun. It's still very fun. Yeah, delay's gone. Hopefully it keeps working. So we can play. This takes place in 3057. We can play as either Clan Wolf or Clan Jade Falcon. The clans have a tribal warrior mindset, and there is a war going on because of like a complex reason that basically amounts to Jade Falcon's blame the wolves for for causing for costing the clans the invasion of Terra, and forcing them to wait for 15 years before they can invade again. So they so as a result, Clan Jade Falcon and Clan Wolf are at war. And the actual story is much more complicated. Gets more complicated than that. But basically, it amounts to Jade Falcon bad, Clan Wolf good. But that's the most basic. But obviously, it's much more complicated than that. Let's just run with that. And we're playing the bad guys first. So we start off as a lowly mech warrior in a clan, and these missions are not randomly generated. These are scripted missions, and as we complete them, eventually we don't get promotions the way a normal military does. What happens is the clan Keshik decides that we are eligible for a trial of position, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, let's just start. I'm taking too long to explain things. So we can go to cadet training. I'm not gonna do cadet training because we don't need it. Also, if you've seen earlier, we're playing on the highest difficulty setting, so that's because I played the hell out of this game, so it's probably only fair that I play on the highest difficulty. So there's this archive holoprojector. Our user access is restricted, but we can view the deep lore of the clans. It's a lot to go through. And a lot of it you can find in the actual source books for BattleTech as well. I'm not gonna read all of this. I'm not gonna read any of this aloud because this is too much. This is like a lot of writing. But if you're ever confused about how different the clans are from the inner sphere, the inner sphere is not much different from if you compare them to the real world, where House Davion is basically space US, House Steiner is basically space Europe, and Draco's Combine is space Japan, but the clans are just wildly different. Yeah, the different houses, yeah. Lots of lore for sure. So let's start a mission. So, you see in MechWarrior 3 we started with a medium mech and we had to work our way, we had to scrounge up stuff. We don't have to do that in this game. We have access to every mech in the game. But there is a catch. And that is the way the clans work. They see it more honorable to deploy the minimum force as possible. So when when they bid to conquer a planet, like when commanders bid to take over a planet, they the ones who bid the fewest number of troops gain the right to invade. If someone says I can take, someone says I can take this planet with X amount of soldiers, and then the person beside him was like, oh yeah, well I can take it with even less than that. And of course, yeah, it can get ridiculous if somebody like flat out says I only need one soldier to take this planet. Bragging rights are powerful. So the default mech for this mission is the Stormcrow, which is actually the mech that I like to use the most. But as I've said, we get more honor by using less force, which means if we use a lighter mech, we can get more honor. Also, do not mind some of these crazy variants. These are cheap builds. We're not going to use them, at least not here, not in the campaign. But I think I've shown it before, like in different streams. But I've played the hell out of this game enough to break the laws of physics. So we're gonna use this. Actually, first, should I show how customization works? Actually, fuck it, we'll just do it. But I'm gonna use this mech anyway. So, customization adheres to Biotech tabletop rules, like increasing the engine size increases the weight of the engine but gives you higher top speed. And it can get ridiculous for light mechs. Heat sinks is for adding more heat sinks helps disperse heat primarily from energy weapons that generate a lot of heat. And you can have single or double heat sinks, and usually double heat sinks are always better. Jump jets, jump jets let you propel your mech vertically. Obviously, you jump. For the purposes of MechWarrior 2, jump jets are actually kind of mandatory, so you want to have them as much as possible. So I just have them on all of my builds. Internal structure and armor, like you have standard and endosteel, which endosteel is lighter but takes up more space, and standard is the standard. We also have ferrofibrous standard armor, and you can allocate armor to different parts of the body. And you have to do it for here. Weapons. You assign weapons through the weapons table here. You can add or remove weapons. Lasers are the most efficient weapon. PPCs are a lot of fun, but they're not sniping weapons like in MechWarrior 3 onwards. They just fire big, slow-moving balls of plasma. They're fun to shoot, at least, but they're not sniping tools anymore in this game. Pulse lasers are basically laser machine guns. They're not very heat efficient. The Gauss rifle is basically a ballistic version of the PPC. Autocannons are autocannons can be hit or miss. They are basically machine guns that everything here fires like a tiny pellet that does a certain amount of damage. Machine guns are extremely light, but get this, it does the same amount of damage as an autocannon as an AC-2. So if you put like a bunch of machine guns, it can actually rip somebody to shreds. But you still have to get close to it, and You have to get very close to do it, and it uses up ammo. And then you have SRMs, LRMs. And then you have equipment. Mask lets you, Mask is a system that lets you, like, temporarily accelerate your mech to much faster speeds than normal, but it can malfunction. The arm and hand actuators are useless. I think they're just there. So, I mean, I can have them on so that if I get hit in that section, if I take a critical hit, for example, then if it affects the lower arm or hand, nothing happens. Nothing really happens. And lastly, the customization. This is kind of jank because you basically set up what equipment you want here, and then you have to actually assign it afterwards. Like that. And that can get messy if you're not sure how this system works. Anyway, we're not saving this build because we're just gonna use this as is. Oh yeah, another thing that we're doing is I'm going to try to yeah. Okay, so actually I should bring this up after I read this briefing. So we have to take out the HPG uplink at nav alpha and the communications array at nav beta. And there are targets of opportunity. So when I played this normally, I had trouble finding them. This time around, I'm going to try to find these, as much of these as possible, and clear those out before ending the mission. If the mission has targets of opportunity. And then you have the situation report, which is the recorded log of the lore master of Clan Ghost Bear. So this is story text that comes from either the Battletech source books or the novels. It's also a long read. I'm not reading these. But the game story is told through this. Yeah, if you were hoping for actual like people to interact with, unfortunately, it's not this game. But if you read this lore, there are a lot of characters with different personalities. Anyway, let's do this mission. Let's not take too much time.
Planet Colmar. Ambient temperature 45.60 degrees.
Uh-oh.
Local
I forgot.
time is 19:34.
Okay. I forgot to change my controls. That's fine. Custom. Because you can use mouse and you can use a joystick with this game, but I'm not going to because there are a lot of I was messing with it and there are a lot of issues with using a joystick. So we'll just use a mouse and keyboard.
Planet Colmar. Ambient temperature 45.60 degrees. Local time is 19:34:23 GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected.
Yeah, I also gotta destroy all enemy mechs for this.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Ouch.
Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed. External camera.
Well, you can see right off the bat I lost both my arms. Which brings me to another thing about customization. In this game, never put weapons on the arms. Ever. Because when the way the game engine works, the way the game engine works, enemy mechs will always target your arms first.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
I don't know why, it's always the arms first, before the torso.
Primary objective: destroy HPG uplink. Successful. Image enhancement engaged.
Oh. So this was the target of opportunity I missed in normal playthroughs. I only know that this is here now because I looked it up just before I started streaming.
Critical.
But I gotta blow this up.
Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Target of opportunity destroyed.
Also, yeah, the fire moth being the lightest mech in the game,
External camera engaged.
it's very fast, but it's also very fragile. And it can't equip very much. Look at him run.
External camera engaged.
Also, you've seen when I shoot off the legs of enemy mechs, they just stop what they're doing, they just stand in place. That's why I labeled the stream the Great Flamingo War. Because they just stand there like flamingos.
Target of opportunity destroyed. Tertiary objective successful.
Alright. We've actually... I think this is the first time I actually actually destroyed a target of opportunity. Also, this is our last target.
Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy target destroyed.
I oversaw that. We're playing MechWarrior 2.
Heat level critical. Nav data reached. Heat level critical. critical. Heat level critical. Primary objective, destroy communications array. Successful. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction. Shutdown sequence initiated. Enemy power-up detected. Shutting down.
Oops.
Enemy target.
That's not good.
External camera engaged.
Turn on already. Yeah, it turns off. It likes to turn off if you don't, the mech likes to turn off if you don't override it, but if I let it overheat for too long, it eventually just blows up.
Level critical. Enemy mech destroyed. Secondary objective successful.
Well, we complete all of our objectives, so all that's left is to,
External camera engaged.
escape. Look at him go. No arms. Also, I'm playing this normally, and if I was left to my own devices, I would use like all sorts of weird glitching to basically defy the laws of physics and complete these missions much more quickly. But that's not how this game is supposed to be played normally. The sortie was a success. Both the HPG and the uplink and the communications array were destroyed. The Kishik is pleased with your actions in the field. A clean sweep. And the aftermath is more Battletech lore. So, one thing I should mention is despite the, even though we're playing as the Jade Falcons, despite our accomplishments, despite our accomplishments, the overarching story is that the overarching story does not change. These excerpts are still the exact same excerpts from the actual Battletech lore. So, next up, the Timberwolf this is the mech that is on the cover of MechWarrior 2. But we're not using this. We're gonna use the Fire Moth again. Yeah, for maximum honor. So we have to defend the industrial plant. We have to destroy all enemies in the area. So there is a glitch with this mission that I discovered when I was trying to speed through this. If you complete all your objectives and you run to Nav Lambda before the dropship gets there, it counts as arriving at Nav Lambda, but the return objective is not cleared, and then you're just stuck. And the only way is to use a cheat to skip the mission or restart. So, if you're playing the game normally, it's fine. That's not gonna happen. But when I was trying to speedrun it, the game just doesn't like it when you play too fast. Okay, so there's a small farming town on the west side of the map. It's good to be aware of it. So, this mission is not very difficult, so that's why I'm still gonna use the Fire Moth.
Planet, Sudaper. Ambient temperature, 35.76 degrees. Local time is 02:22:53 GMT. All systems nominal.
So you might have noticed the 3D version is actually textured and has like a sky and everything. But there are other issues with it as well. Like there's no like palette changing. No palette changing or fade in or fade out effects. One of the cool things from the DOS version of the game is like the time of day changes as the mission progresses. And I don't think they don't do that in the 3D effects version. Also, some of the mech models, maybe, like, they updated some of the models, but it might be hit or miss. I have to wait my turn because, yeah, explosions damage you. Oh yeah, the reason why you want to jump this is you can move much faster. I can move like twice or 3 times the speed. Kid foxes are not very threatening, actually, because they can't twist their torso. Like they can't twist their torso around like this. So you shoot their leg off. That's it. Look at him just stand there, like just confused. He does not know what it's like. He doesn't know what to do once he loses his leg.
Enemy units. Successful. Primary objective. Defend industrial plant. Successful. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction.
So I'm guessing this is my target of opportunity. Well, let's blow it up.
You are leaving defined mission zone.
Maybe I'm moving to the defined mission zone. This is not the target.
Satellite link established.
There's one more building.
Satellite Satellite link established.
Wait, what is that?
Satellite link established.
Wait, this town is part of the tertiary objectives, so how come nothing happened?
Satellite link established. Image enhancement engaged.
Oh, let me check. Arkham Bridge tertiary target. I paused because there's a time limit, by the way. So I do not want to go over the time limit while Googling this. Wait. Destroy the chemical plant itself? Okay, that sounds counterintuitive to what I'm supposed to be doing, but let's go to Nav Kappa then. Let's inspect these, I guess. Chemical storage.
Nav Kappa reached.
Final S storage. Alright, let's blow up these tanks, I guess. Hi, Lord Master Andrew.
Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
You might be wondering, why am I shooting the target that I'm supposed to be defending? Apparently, according to mech2.org, this is the tertiary target. I don't get it. So we'll just try it once. If I fail the mission, then I'll just redo it.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Heat level critical.
How's the 41st century treating us so far? The flamingos are at war. The flamingos are out to prove which one of the clans is the most flamboyant of all. By shooting each other in the legs until they blow up.
Level critical. Level critical. Level critical. Level critical. Level critical. Level critical.
Well, it counted. I don't know why it counted, but it counted. Now let's just get out of here. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. Don't mind that.
Reached.
If you're hearing like weird beeping noises, don't mind that. That is what happens when I alt tab in and out of DOSBox. Weird beeping noises are the bread and butter of a mech game. Oh yeah, the short version of this is that Clan Wolf already knew from the start, once they start going to war with Clan J Falcon, that they were not going to win. So instead of trying to defeat the Jade Falcons, they came up with a different plan, which was to have like half of the clan would stay and remain and fight back against the Falcons, and the other half would flee into exile in inner sphere space with the genetic heritage of Clan Wolf, which is, yeah, this is another topic that's is a long story. The short version is they are not normal humans. They are bred from they are artificially bred, and well, like clans do not possess a last name normally. They have to attain their blood name, but through through a trial. I forgot the name of I forgot the name of the trial. The exact name, but they have to acquire it through a trial, and so like the blood name genes the blood name genes are what they are carrying with them into intersphere space. Yeah, this is. I'm not gonna explain this, but we'll just keep going. What's our next mission? Mirror Cage. We have to destroy the dropship at Nav Zeta, destroy all defending mech units. Sounds easy enough. We will. Once again, we are not going to take. Let's see if I can take a fire moth into this.
Planet Solanier. Ambient temperature 34.68 degrees. Local time is 23:24:20 GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Let's start with the closest one. The Kit Fox. I say it's nothing to worry about, but it has an LV5 autocannon, which is painful.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed. Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
I found lots of heat sinks as well from that.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Let's take out the Jenner first. I don't like the Jenner very much because its hitbox is actually very flimsy.
Level critical.
You just shoot straight at it, and that's enough to see right there. I took out its cockpit.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Nav Zeta reached. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
There's another person here. Oops. That's generate too much. It's another Jenner. They like to try to stomp you when they use their jump jets. I've noticed.
Enemy mech destroyed.
I think that's all the enemy mechs.
External camera.
I still have one of my
engaged.
arms.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed. Secondary objective. Destroy all enemy mech units. Successful.
What's in this? Thanos burn? What is that? So when I say that this game is not adhere to Battletech lore very much in actual practice, I mean customization does. It does try to adhere, but like the actual game physics is completely different from most interpretations of Battletech. As you can see, everything is just on rapid fire. And because of that, the time to kill an enemy mech is much shorter in MechWarrior 2 than it is in other mech games, other Battletech games. And you can see that a light mech like the Fire Moth can take on things 3 times its size because of that as well. Like a small laser is like 4 or 5 points of damage, and you have 6 of them.
Level.
So you 6 times 5 is like 30 points of damage every time you fire.
Level. Critical. Primary objective. Destroy dropship Binocular. Successful. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction. Enemy target destroyed.
And for a frame of reference, one of the strongest weapons in the game is the
Reached mission.
auto AC-20, which is a 200mm caliber autocannon, which does 20 points of damage. The Kishik has noted our honorable actions. Star Commodore? I don't remember there being a Star Commodore in the SA ranking. Oh, also my throat's a little dry, sorry. Bum Machine. This mission was the mission in the playable demo for MechWarrior 2. So we have to defend the fire base and destroy all attacking units. So I'm going to once again bring a Fire Moth because I am a bit overconfident right now. I think I can do this with just the Fire Moth. Let's find out.
Ambient temperature negative 34.54 degrees. Local time is 11:43:43 GST. All systems nominal.
The Hellbringer's a heavy mech. It's a little scary because it's got PPCs, but its armor's flimsy. And as always, go for the legs. You gotta get close.
Level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
Gravity is high in this map.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Gotta watch out if they have
Shutdown sequence
jump
initiated.
jets, because they can still turn around and hit you.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Ow.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, Summoner. Summoner's a little scarier than the Hellbringer.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed.
Mission boxes are not perfect either. Just take out the fire moth and the Kit Fox as well. Must be rough to wait. Oh no, you know that because you can't even turn anymore.
Destroyed. Heat level critical. Enemy mech
Oh, I might
destroyed.
actually be in trouble.
Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Oh, I think this is... yeah.
Enemy mech destroyed. Reinforcements en route. Sensors indicate incoming friendly dropships. Dido and Victory. Primary objective. Defend firebase. Successful. Proceed to firebase for shutdown. Secondary objective. Destroy all enemy mech units. Successful. Nav Gamma reached. Mission successful.
I don't know what's funnier, that they become completely helpless when they lose their leg, or that they just stand in place like they're a flamingo. Like, I just gotta run with this flamingo joke. Like, I made fun of the Cybrids for having chicken brains. I'm gonna make fun of the clans for being flamingos. Mm. But Baker Free did not turn out so well for Clan Wolf. Trial Protocol X0769Q. Testing to determine appropriate mech for trial. So these are the trials. This is a trial physician. This is how I get promoted. So I have to defeat an enemy pilot who is also competing for the same rank. And if I want to go even further, then I either shoot the engagement sphere to engage the second one, or just engage the second one right away. This is how you get promoted in the clans. You have to. It's not just you do your job well and then there's just like a simple like promotion ritual. You got this. It's more. Yeah. You still have to actually prove yourself in actual combat. This is their warrior culture. So we're gonna go for the Nova Commander rank. We're gonna try to get as high as possible. The highest ranking that you can get in MechWarrior 2 is becoming the Khan, and if you're the Khan, you're effectively the leader of the clan. But by the time we become the Khan, we've already completed the game.
Trial initiated. Jade Falcon protocol. All systems nominal.
So, because I have to use a preset mech, I have to be more careful. Because if I lose arms, that's it. I can actually lose weapon arms. I don't have jump jets, so I can't make my sweet jump jet builds. Fortunately, this first trial is not so hard.
Enemy mech destroyed. Trial phase 1. Successful. New rank acquired. Shoot engagement sphere to initiate trial phase 2. You have 15 seconds. Trial phase 2 initiated. Enemy
So,
power-up detected.
now we gotta fight a Timberwolf. The Timberwolf has LRM 20s, so he can hit us from long range, so I'm gonna try to get him to come up close. Come on. He's actually quite close, but not close enough for me. Stand on your one leg. Mr. Nova Commander Resnick. Ah, shit. I'm just doing this for fun. Nice. Got no arms and one leg.
Enemy mech destroyed. Trial phase 2 successful. rank acquired. Mission successful.
And he just explodes. I have displayed skills sufficient to acquire the rank of Nova Commander. The Keshik is pleased. So we are now a Nova Commander. And you are probably wondering, what happened to the other pilots who are competing? And my answer is, don't think too hard on that. They're probably dead. It's a very violent culture. So we have to perform a patrol. Only the most worthy ones survive. So we must perform a patrol on Devon's moon, which is a vacuum. And I'm not so sure about my chances. Shoot, man. I'm not so sure about my chances, and then fire him off. Because fire him off barely has armor. $3.5 tons of armor. The Jenner has twice the amount, but if I use the Jenner, I have to watch out. Because the Jenner has like a very nasty hitbox in the cockpit. Which means that if you aim straight for the cockpit, that's usually the easiest way to take out a Jenner. That's why I usually just headshot them right away. But let's use Machine Gun Kid. These variant names are dumb names, I know. But I've got 4 machine guns and a small pulse laser just in case. In case I run out of ammo. You're gonna see why machine guns are broken. The Jenner is such an ugly little production, but I try so hard. Let's see what the situation is. Oh, this is just another, just some more of the deep biotech lore. And then Tasha Kerensky is the current Khan of Clan Wolf. But Ulrich Kerensky is the Ilkhan of the clans. And Ulrich is a member of Clan Wolf. Alright, let's launch.
Degrees. Atmosphere hostile. Local time is 15:53:12 GST. All systems nominal. Autopilot engaged.
For 18% material loss, but only 8% personnel is a pretty good showing for the clan's medical corps. Medical corps, assuming that was combat personnel only.
Autopilot disabled. Autopilot engaged. Incoming message. Friendly unit reports navigational trouble. Mech stranded at Nav Upsilon. Please assist friendly unit.
Well, we got an issue to assist the friendly unit.
Tau reached. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Friendly damaged unit reports situation to be a threat.
Uh-oh.
Multiple hostile units detected within the perimeter. Enemy power-up detected.
Well, guess what?
Pilot
There's a vacuum. So you know what that means? Your parts just implode. Get away from me.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed.
I forgot to mention this, but I'm in a vacuum. If armor is breached,
Message. Friendly damaged unit.
if
Processor.
armor is breached, the internal components all go.
Destroyed.
So you can see I can just rip these guys to shreds with a machine gun, but I have very little ammo. And it's hard to,
Enemy mech destroyed.
it's hard to Tetris ammo into the mech. Especially if it has low tonnage. You have to sacrifice other equipment, or maybe armor.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Oh, there's a rifleman. We'll go for the rifleman first. Oh, no, don't get stuck in a crater. This might not be good. Ow.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Critical hit. Gyro. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Oh, there goes my jump jet.
Mission failed.
Well, I'm dead. Well, let's try this again. We've dishonored ourselves. Well, I guess let's take the firearm off again. Let's try it again with
Ambient temperature -127.33 degrees. Atmosphere hostile. Local time is 15:53:12 GST. All systems nominal. Nav Sigma reached. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disabled.
it becomes difficult to do with light mode. I may switch to a medium.
Incoming message. Friendly unit reports navigational trouble. Mech stranded at Nav Upsilon. Please assist friendly unit. Nav
But I think
Tau
we should be fine.
reached. Incoming message. Friendly damaged unit reports situation to be a threat. Multiple hostile units detected within the perimeter. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech
Okay.
destroyed. Heat level critical. Shutdown Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Ow, ow, ow.
Message. Badly damaged unit proceeding to isotope processor. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed.
Gotta take out the rifleman first, because that thing hurts. Look at that.
Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Critical hit. Heat
Ow.
sink. Level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
It deals with the rifleman.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Goodbye, arms.
Enemy mech destroyed. Area secure. Primary objective. Destroy enemy unit. Successful. Nav 5 reached.
Oh,
Mission successful.
oh, there you go. That was a delayed mission success. We brought our stranded comrade to safety. We were underweight by. We got our underweight multiplier by of 100 tons. Let's see what the next mission is. You see, these missions are not terribly difficult. I wouldn't be surprised if we managed to finish this campaign in like 1 or 2 streams, but we still have like Clan Wolf to go through as well. So we got to escort a hover train. The enemies were likely to attack in the open rather than risking assault in a well-defended position. So I never showed this, but I can actually add wingmen to my I can actually add wingmen to my star, so I can have up to 2 star mates. An actual clan star is about 5 mechs, but that's in Biotech lore. But due to game limitations, we can only have up to 2 wingmen, so that's a total of 3. So I feel like I'm gonna take the firearm off. See if I can add a Starmate. The Starmate's using a pre-made name that I made up. I can also rename them. So let's no. I want to customize your mech. Okay, so what I know about AI mechs is they're not very bright. So the tactic I was using 6 small lasers, they don't know how to do that. So I'm going to have to make an AI. I never thought about this ahead of time, but I'm gonna have to make an AI build for them. So let's do that. So let's customize, and we'll just there's like AI buddy. We will not give him jump jets because the AI does not know how to use them properly, and we'll just try to if I give the AI jump jets, they will try to DFA the enemy every time, and they don't know jack shit about DFA, so they're never good at hitting people reliably with bats. So let's can't trust them with such sensitive machines. Yeah. So give them as much armor as possible. Mask can go. I might as well just give them cannon arm actuators just for fluff. If I give them a PPC, it would probably be really funny. let's try with the PPC and see how that turns out. A single PPC on a 20-ton mech. If this doesn't turn out well, I can always change up his loadout. So our current total mass is 40 tons. So let's launch, I guess.
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local time is 12:46:24 GST. All systems nominal. Formation change to V form.
So we have to escort this to Nav Omicron.
Nav Xi reached. Enemy power up detected. Enemy power up.
Actually, you know, I have the wrong loadout altogether. Why am I using the default loadout of the, give me this.
Nova.
Okay. Try it again.
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local time is 12:46:24 GST. All systems nominal. All points joining formation. Formation change to V form. Enemy power up detected. Enemy power up detected.
Oh yeah. That PVC. That's funny.
Level critical. Level critical. Enemy power up detected. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site. Point 2 reports target destroyed. Nav Xi reached. Level critical. Level critical.
Oh, he's missing his shots.
Level critical. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Point 2 reports target destroyed.
No, don't block my way.
Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
This may not be the most optimal loadout for this mission. You know what? We're gonna restart. This is not turning out so well. We have failed the clan. Keshik has taken note of our miscarriage. But I'm not gonna use a summoner. I'm gonna use... This is... I'm just gonna use this build. That's... Actually, if I'm going with single Stormcrow, then I'm not gonna go with a Wingman. I might be able to do this without it. Actually, you know what? I just had a really stupid idea, but let's try it anyway. What if I... What if I went the same setup as, Let's see if going with the same setup as the AI buddy works. This might not turn out so well, but,
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local time is 12:46:24 GST. All systems nominal. All points joining formation. Formation change to V form. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
no.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Power train departing mine site. Heat level critical. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Point 2 reports target destroyed. Nav Psi reached. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Point 2 reports target destroyed. Shutdown sequence overridden. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
It's not working as well as I hoped, but, let's see if we can run with it.
Enemy aircraft destroyed. units joining formation.
Ow. That red flash is usually not a good sign.
Enemy power-up detected.
A wolf cheddar. I wasn't able to destroy all attacking units, so this might not be the best,
Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
this might have not been the best option. Let's redo this. So, you know what? We'll just use a storm crow. I'll just use this loadout. This loadout has always worked for me. And I just gotta do it solo. Best to play it safe. Also, my star mate was not very competent. He just got stuck in the mountain, and that was the end of him.
Local time is 12:46:24 GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
Oh, the hover train's on its way. This loadout I have is the loadout I prepped for multiplayer, but I ended up never playing. I used to play the hell out of multiplayer, but I was not good at it. Now I'm not sure how well I would do, but I really want to play multiplayer MechWarrior 2 with friends, and it's never happened. But I still have these builds just in case it ever happens. Ow, ow.
Enemy aircraft destroyed. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy aircraft.
I'm not getting that tertiary objective.
Enemy power up.
One thing I never liked about this game is if they have no weapons left, they just turn around and walk straight out of the map. And it's really annoying if you're trying to get secondary objectives. Because they'll just go at full speed straight out of the map. And that's very dishonorable for clans, for planners.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Enemy mech destroyed. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Well, I know where they went, so I can try and see if I can get to them before they leave the mission boundary. Like, they just walk straight to the edge of the mission boundary and they just sit there. It's really annoying. And
Enemy power up detected.
I really don't like
Detected.
these gunships because of that. This is the last. No, it's not. I lied. But so we gotta take. I think these are the last enemies for this mission.
Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Critical hit. Sensors. Sequence initiated. Critical hit. ER. Small laser. Critical hit. Weapon destroyed. Shutting down.
Yeah, I'm not getting that secondary objective. I think the PVC is not working out for this. Let's switch it up. Let's try that.
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local time is 12:46:24 GST. All systems nominal.
The PDC is really fun to use, but the PDC is really fun to use, but it's not good. It's not. It's actually probably not the best weapon in this game.
Enemy aircraft
There we go.
destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
Just shoot them from a distance.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site.
But here comes the gunships again.
Enemy aircraft destroyed.
Oh, you're baby.
Enemy aircraft destroyed.
This is MechWarrior 2.
Critical.
The Great Ostrich War of 3057.
Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
The other thing that makes PPCs kind of difficult to use in this game is there's a sprite limit. And if you somehow manage to fit more PPCs than if you somehow manage to fit like 8 to 10 PPCs on your mech and then try firing them all at once, only like a few will come out at a time. The game does not account for so many sprites in the game world.
Image enhancement.
I know there's a guy up there.
Enemy power-up detected.
Also, my jump jets are CPU dependent. They recharge faster with less CPU. I don't know why it's tied to that. Like if you have if you had a 486, your jump jets actually recharge faster than if you had a Pentium. But basically, if you have a better CPU, the jump jets recharge worse.
Enemy mech destroyed. External camera engaged.
Alright, that's all the enemies. I feel a bit more confident this time. The reason I just ran straight at the direwolf and Stormcrow earlier is because I just stopped caring after those fighters got away. This time around, I will be more careful. For 18-core CPU... No, for 18-core CPU means it never recharges. You need a slower PC.
Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
The Stormcrow's gonna be here first. The direwolf is not very fast.
Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
No, stand there like the flamingo you are. Be flamboyant.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Why did you go around in a circle?
Level critical. Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Secondary objective successful. Enemy mech destroyed.
There we go.
Item. Hover train has reached processing unit. Sensors indicate incoming friendly dropship. Bastille. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction.
we got
Shutdown
it.
sequence overridden.
Gotta go to Nav Pi now. We destroyed all enemies in the area. The largest threat was supposed to be the direwolf. But as you can see, it wasn't that much of a threat. Obviously, don't go charging straight on at it. Even though that's what I did last attempt, I just didn't care at that point, because I really want to redo this with the secondary objective successful, and not just like wing it.
External camera engaged.
So this is us. It's not a very, I mean,
External camera engaged.
some people might not like the design of this thing, but I'm okay with it. It just looks like a hunched. It's a hunched back over. This thing is really hunched over. like a lot of people who sit at their PCs all day without taking breaks. Don't do that, by the way. Always take breaks. Like, if you think you've been sitting too long, at least stand up, stretch for like 5 minutes. Look at something other than your screen.
Nav Pi reached. Mission successful.
Kawaii anime schoolgirl giving office advice. The Keshik is pleased. He escorted the hover train. Two stories of. Oh, I forgot to check how much honor I gained from that mission. Because I did switch to a medium mech for that. Destroy any targets of opportunity. What are the targets of opportunity in this mission? So, sorry, I'm just looking it up because apparently that guide that I had did not say where the target of opportunity was. I used to have like a Brady Games strategy guide for this game. It was very thorough and even had maps and everything. But I don't know where I put it. So I do not know where the target of opportunity is for this mission. I don't have to take it out, but I don't have to take out the target of opportunity, but it adds to my honor if I do. And we're trying to go for as much honor as possible. Come on. Why is this snipped? It's the it's the bridge here to start. Like, okay, never mind. I think I know what I'm doing there. You want to see some Mad Dog? Let's see if I can win this with the fire moth. Let's solo run the fire moth. Let's do it. Destroy all defending mechs. So we have to locate the core's heatsink array and blow it up. And that's going to blow up all the enemy mechs anyway. As long as I stay and wait for it to nuke everybody.
Planet Twycross. Ambient temperature 69.56 degrees. Local time is 09:34.
So this bridge.
GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Look at him go.
Enemy
Boom.
mech destroyed. Target of opportunity destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up.
We don't have enough protection to stay and fight these guys, so I think we'll just try and run.
Heat level critical. Enemy vehicle.
Oh, you know what?
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
We destroy all defending units. The problem is there's
Power-up
a lot of mechs here.
enemy power-up detected.
I think this is the core heatsink array. Ah, shit.
Heat level critical. Primary objective: destroy core heatsink array. Successful. Critical meltdown imminent. Proceed
Let's get out of here.
zone for extraction.
Goodbye, everybody.
Sigma reached. Enemy power-up detected.
Oh, out of jump chip juice. But you know what? Goodbye.
Image enhancement engaged. Minimum safe distance reached.
We just wait for them to blow up. Stormcrow's passing out to intercept.
Warning. Temperature spike detected. Brace for shockwave.
Oh, right. I guess we're just taking out one at a time.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Boom. I thought that it would take forever to get here. I'm surprised they even got here.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Well, let's pick up the Hellbringer.
Level critical. Mission
Oh,
failed.
boom. It was not sturdy enough. The feet represents dishonor. Dishonor is not our way.
Mad dog.
Well, if you want to be like that, I guess I'm gonna use the Old Faithful. I'll use this thing.
Planet Twycross. Ambient temperature 69.56 degrees. Local time is 09:34:55 GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected.
We don't need to be that close for this to...
Level critical. Enemy mech destroyed. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Target of opportunity destroyed.
Yeah. I guess we are taking out everything ourselves piecemeal because the nuke was not enough.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Heat level critical. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I remember right there are enemies all the way out here. But we don't need to wait until they spawn. We can just shoot them from here. Wait, you don't need to wait for them to power up, I mean. You can wait for them to, you shoot them over here, it provokes them. Only the Stormcrow's been activated.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Critical hit. Sensors. Shutdown sequence overridden. Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Let's take out the Nova instead.
Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
I like the standard, like, confused flamingos. But, the Nova can still jump jet, so... let's not laugh at it for too long.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Enemy mech destroyed.
The Hellbringer, however, has no jump jets. Also, I shut down, because I forgot to override. I forgot to override. But that's okay.
Enemy mech destroyed. Image enhanced. Engaged. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Primary objective. Destroy core heatsink array. Successful. Critical meltdown imminent. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction. Enemy power-up detected. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Yeah, time of day is changing.
Minimum safe distance.
They are attacking our dropship, actually. Which is... So no, you do not attack my dropship.
Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Heat level critical. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Shutdown sequence initiated. Secondary objective. Destroy all enemy mech units. Successful. Warning. Temperature spike detected. Brace for shockwave. Shutting down.
Nope, I'm out of jump jet juice, but I made it. Don't mind that white flash. We're already at the safe distance for this.
Nav Tau reached. Mission successful.
We are a secondary objective. Unfortunately, our star underweight bonus was not great. We were only 10 tons underweight. When we could have been much lower. And this is this passage of text depicts the death of Natasha Kerensky on Twycross. She died as she lived. I guess. Oh. Trial protocol. There's another trial. Do you want to do this as the last mission before we call it? Or do you want to keep going? We are to engage in a trial of position. For the ranks of Star Captain and Nova Captain. Let's end on this one. Alright, let's do it then. I don't remember what mech I'm using, but let's see if we can do this.
Trial initiated.
Oh my god, Nova, are you kidding me?
Systems nominal.
I have to use the Nova is not a great mech. I cannot twist the torso very well. But the base configuration has a lot of firepower and it's short. It has a short stature, which helps. But and it has jump jets. But I cannot use the tactics that
Shutdown sequence initiated.
that I would normally use.
Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
There we go. Stand there like a flamingo for the rest of your days.
Destroyed. Trial phase 1. Successful. New rank acquired. Shoot engagement sphere to initiate trial phase 2. You have 15 seconds.
Okay, so the gargoyle,
Phase 2.
both of those mechs, the Warhammer and the gargoyle, are actually planned assault mechs. The gargoyle, assault mechs might be scary at first glance, but they have weaknesses. The gargoyles is that most of its weapons are, all of its weapons are on the arms. So we just take out its arms, and that's the end of it.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Like that. And then he just turns around like a jackass and just walks away. He has no backup weapons. He's screwed. Look at him. Look at him just like... Yeah, dancing's not gonna help you. Well... I'll teach you. And then he just stands there.
Enemy mech destroyed. Trial phase 2 successful. Second rank acquired. Mission successful.
And now we are Nova Captain against other people who competed for the same rank. And we have career of 105. 105,000. So, I guess that will do it for this stream. Thanks everybody for showing up. And, so, before I end off, tomorrow I'm gonna try and do more MechWarrior 2, but so due to certain timetable constraints, I'm gonna try to starting on this Sunday. With this Sunday onwards, Sunday streams I'm going to try to do an hour earlier, so that's 1:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m. Eastern instead of 2:30 p.m. Just to accommodate some people. If not, and I end up having to stream at 2:30 anyway, the stream will probably be a shorter stream, or I might try streaming something else, like switch it up and make the Sunday stream like a mini stream of some other games. So that's so I can end go from 2:30 to 4 on doing something small maybe. So it's gonna be either one of those two. But in the best case scenario, we'll be continuing more MechWarrior, and we're gonna see, will the Jade Falcons prove that they are the more flamboyant flamingos? Who knows? We'll find out. We'll have to leg more mechs along the way. Shoot off the legs of more mechs. And just leave them standing in place. Anyway, take care everybody. And... Hot girl.